The last laugh, guys. Conservatives are facing a backlash over a ban on nitrous oxide as the move criminalises more young people. We're going to read into this more from Byline Times, guys. Let's go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is REGANELITE here with an article from Byline Times with the headline of The Last Laugh. Conservatives are facing a backlash over the ban on nitrous oxide as the move criminalises more young people. The new strict penalties for laughing gas use, including prison sentences, have led to critics to warn of the ban's potential to divert resources for more serious crimes and push the drugs into a dangerous, unregulated market. And that's exactly what it's going to do if they focus on this. This is not a priority for the British people. This is not something that the Home Office should be focusing on. It just seems like another attempt to kind of diverge people from the main issues that are going on within the country: the cost of living crisis, the migration crisis, the migration issue, the overrun NHS, a crumbling school system, our depleted police forces, our overcrowded prisons, and you want to put more in prisons based on this article. I mean, it's just, don't know about you guys, but I don't think nitrous oxide, or happy gas as it's known in the UK in some places, I don't think it's a priority, if I'm absolutely honest. But you could disagree with me in the comments section down below. And I know you guys are had a laugh over that first laugh right at the start of this. So let's read into it, guys. So, in a move that has sparked a wave of criticism from experts, but generally positive noises from the Daily Mail, the UK government has declared that from November the 8th this year, the possession of nitrous oxide, commonly known as laughing gas, will be illegal. Users could face up to 2 years in prison. Where are you going to find the prisons for them? We're full. Where are you going to find the space for them? While dealers, who could include teens passing canisters to their friends at music festivals, face up to 14 years in jail at a time when prisons are overflowing. Those not sent to prison face unlimited fines. What do you mean by, what are we talking about, unlimited fines? Like, what, you're going to send them, what, £1 million, £10,000 that they have to pay over, what, 10 years or something? Like, the move is part of the government's crackdown on antisocial behaviour, but it has been met with stern criticism from the public's health experts and campaigners, who warn that the substance will now move into an unregulated black market. The government claims the policy will curb the heavy regular abuse of the substance associated with the health risk and littering, in a populist nod to voters upset at seeing NOS canisters on the streets. Crime and Policy Minister Chris Phillips said the move is a fulfilment of the government's zero-tolerance approach towards antisocial behaviour and flagrant drug tackling in public spaces. Critics, including several London mayoral candidates, have argued that the ban is a waste of misdirection of priorities and resources. Exactly. I just said that, didn't I? Rob Blackie, the Lib Dem mayoral candidate for London, criticised the government for prioritising the ban over addressing more severe crimes, highlighting the police's stretched capacities. The government, the Conservatives, are going to waste thousands of hours of police time searching people for laughing gas when they are struggling to investigate rapes, sexual offences and other serious crimes. Nobody thinks that laughing gas should be a priority when the police are so overstretched that they can't even turn up to most 909 calls within 2 hours in London, Blackie told Byline Times. Could not have said it better. What a way to put it. Like, yes, rape, sexual offences, these are much more serious crimes, and the fact that they can't even respond to a 999 call within 2 hours, there you go, another thing too. Bam. Like, these are more serious issues than happy gas. They really, really are, guys. Zoe Garbuck, the Green Party mayoral candidate, branded the move a step backwards, writing earlier this year, a fundamental change in our approach to controlling drugs is needed. It would save lives, cut crimes and save money. Banning NOS is taking us in completely the wrong direction. Yeah, you banning it is not the way to solve things. Some of those who have lost family members to drugs also oppose the ban. Jane Slater of Anyone's Child, Families for Safer Drug Controls, warned that criminalising the possession of nitrous oxide would make crime and health outcomes worse. Criminalising possession of nitrous oxide would only give more young people criminal records, making it more dangerous, fuel organised crime activities, and cause further harm to our families and community. Slater added if this government were serious about addressing the problems with nitrous oxide, they would have listened to the experts who recommended a health-led approach supported by better use of existing controls. Yes, 100%. One of the key motives of the ban concerns over rubbish left on the streets, jars with the fact that littering is already illegal. However, councils cut to the bone after a decade of austerity don't have the resources to tackle the issue. If you live around London or in areas where you see lots of clubs and that, you would have seen lots of those canisters on the floor and that. Yeah, but one of the things people don't do is we don't as a here in the UK we don't clear it. You just dump on the floor. People don't put their litter in the rub bins enough. They don't do it anywhere near enough. That's one thing for certain. Pointless prohibition. Easter Kingvoria? Can't say that name. From the Transform Drug Policy Foundation told Byline Times the government's decision was a political theatre, noting the ban files in the face of the minister's own experts' advice. Criminalising possession of nitrous oxide will increase health and social harms associated with it, creating new costs across the criminal justice system. And she dryly added, to reduce litter, it could adopt a recycling deposit scheme for nitrous canisters. There we go. Incentivise! Speaking to this outlet, Paul North, director of the drug policy outfit Voice, highlighted the dissonance between the government's decision and the advice from the Advisory Council for the Misuse of Drugs, which cautioned against a ban instead of arguing for public information and information campaigns on the risk. Littering is already illegal, so if someone just throws a lot of canisters on the ground, technically already committing an offence. But the motivation for doing so is to rally the base and show that they are tough on drugs, tough on crime, tough on antisocial behaviour, and position them in a safe space on the issue, North said. If you move the drugs into an illicit market, which what will happen now, we've seen with other drugs, is that illicit market will start to meet the needs. NOS is a very popular drug among young people, meaning there will be a strong internet market for laughing gas after the ban. Gangs will start to sell that drug to the public without level of regulation and quality control, North added. In the illegal market, it's likely that nitrous oxide will become more problematic and more dangerous. You then increase the risk of criminalising young people. The only sure outcome is that the policy will result in more money being made for gangs who sell the drugs, and it will change the quality of the product. It will become more dangerous. This is not going to fix any problems. It's just, again, just diverging problems away from the main issues, guys. The government will do a lot of posturing and threatening, but few are likely to go to prison, drug experts added. However, noted that the nature of NOS is that often one person gets a lot of that drug for their group of friends. If that individual gets caught selling or even giving those drugs out for free, they can face quite a serious offence. There might be situations and instances where young people are distributing this drug in quite a high volume, 30-40 canisters or so, and they give it out to their mates. So there could be a situation where someone gets into a huge amount of trouble. Meanwhile, the government admitted last week that rapists and other criminals could soon walk free because the prisons are overcrowded. Shouldn't laugh, I'm sorry, but it's just ridiculous, guys. It's so ridiculous. Bizarre rules. The new regulations amended the Misuse of Drug Regulations 2001 to control nitrous oxide as a Schedule 5 drug. The change will make provisions for lawful access for legitimate purposes, including medical use. Nitrous oxide is often used by dentists. The plans create a bespoke exemption from the prohibition on importations and exploitation, production, supply and possession of nitrous oxide, where a person does not intend to wrongfully inhale the substance, or where they do not expect others to do so. Perhaps fragilely, the legislation defines the offence around wrongful inhalation of the gas by a person which is not for medical or dental purpose. In other words, it is banned from being used as an amusing psychoactive effect. Nitrous oxide is the third most drug used among the 16 to 14-year-olds in England. Heavy regular use of nitrous oxide can also lead to a diminution of vitamin B12, in a very rare case nerve damage and paralysis. This is not the priority of the British people. This is nothing more than to try to paint this picture that they're tough on crime and all that kind of stuff. Where they're already stretched enough as it is, a stretched enough police force, overcrowding prisons, not even being able to respond within 2 hours of responding to 999 calls. Like, it's just embarrassing to say the least, guys. It's ridiculous. Like, this is a joke. It is a joke. That's exactly what the happy gas is supposed to be. It's supposed to make you laugh, and it is a joke. And young kids are going to suffer as a result of it. Okay, yes, we do have some social trouble with use, but it's also normal for it to be done. But it should be in a controlled environment, and I think you guys would agree with me. It should be in a controlled environment. But is making it illegal going to stop them from taking happy gas? No, it's going to incentivise them. Because it'd be like, oh, it's the new cool thing because we're not supposed to take it now because it's against the law and all this kind of stuff. You're just painting that picture, and it's just, What do you guys think? Is it necessary? Do we need this law? Do you have the law in your country? Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys have thought on nitrous oxide. Is it considered something as big of an issue as rape or sexual harassment? I don't think it is personally, but maybe you'll disagree with me. But yeah, let me know, happy gas, what you think, guys. Like, share and subscribe as always. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to catch you all, guys, very, very soon.